Boom, sucker. Magic worm did the deal, buddy. Wow. He wasn't going on. Just finished up here at Lake Hartwell. I'm going to give you the full rundown. You can see, give you the full rundown of what we caught here this week. Really mixed it up, probably mixed it up a little too much. Had a really good first day, was in the 20s, had 16 pounds the first day. Day 2, only had 11.5 pounds, caught a bunch of fish. Just never caught that quality. I lost one decent fish. It would have been close to whether it would have made the cut for me, but didn't get that fish in, wasn't catching enough of those quality fish. So I'm gonna show you all the baits that I caught them on. Early in the morning, I had a heron spawn deal working. Had 2 different baits that I was catching most of my fish on. If it was early, like before we could take off, real low light, I could catch a few on Topwater, but once it got a little bit of light, that didn't really work. So I had kind of a 1-2 punch. The fun bait, let's talk about the fun bait first. The fun bait was this little Tato snack. It's a little tiny glide bait. It's little, you know, you can see it fits, you know, basically in the palm of my hand. Was throwing that on 14-pound Sunline Crank FC, and I had that on a Cash and Icon multi-purpose rod, 7 GS reel, a 7.3 to 1 gear ratio. Was throwing that across those points and just really jerking it, working it almost like you would a fluke. Not quite as hard, just little small reel bumps, pat, 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 and that thing just goes crazy. Had caught a couple keepers on that, caught a few big ones in practice on it, but caught a few keepers on it. And then the bulk of the work was done on the Zoom Fluke. I was throwing Crazy Chrome, and then when it got a little bit brighter, I would switch to Disco Violet, which is what this is right here, because we had the little light situation work against us, you know, as the day went on. And then I'd have about a 3 foot leader of 12-pound sniper. Had a little Spro swivel right there. And then I would have it on the AMZ line. I had 12-pound AMZ braided line. That's what that orange is. Had the GF reel for that in the 7, and then I had that on a FFS medium lure, Cash and Icon rod. It's a little bit longer rod. It's a 7.4. I like that because it helps with your casting distance. I let that leader, I wouldn't reel my swivel into the guide, so I'd have kind of a longer extension of line, and I would kind of just whip it around like that, and then, man, that thing just launches. Absolutely would launch. Caught some keepers on that. The other pattern that I had that I was running was kind of like twofold. One was like a brush pile / secondary point pattern. So I was fishing anywhere from 10 to 25 feet of water. The main bait that I caught 3 or 4 of my keepers on was just a standard drop shot. Had a 3/16 ounce Spro tungsten sinker. Had the 1/0 G Finesse Gamakatsu hook with a 6-inch Missile Baits Magic Worm in Blueback Secret. That is just absolutely filthy on these fish. And had that on 8-pound FC leader Sunline, and had the GX spinning reel from 7, and of course the Cash and Icon John Cruz drop shot rod. That is absolutely cash money. I also was throwing that exact same setup, but I had a Nico rigged quiver 4.5 in green pumpkin, nothing fancy. Had a just an 1/8 ounce sinker in there. If the fish were around cover like brush piles, I would throw the drop shot. If they were away from cover, kind of floating around, I would throw the Nico rig on there. I broke the Nico rig off late, so I didn't put another one on because we just finished up yesterday. But the other shallow pattern was that I was throwing the Missile Baits Magic Worm Wacky style, and probably the number one. I caught a 4-pounder the first day on this, multiple other keepers the first day, multiple keepers the second day. Is the green pumpkin money. It's green pumpkin. It's got that gold vein in it. Just throwing the Gamakatsu split shot drop shot hook in the number 1 size, not a huge size. And then I had a 10-pound leader, 10-pound leader, not a real long leader. So my leader is right here. So this is after I retied a few times. I started out with probably like a 2.5-foot leader. It's a maybe 3-foot leader, but not real long. And then I had 12-pound Sunline Overwatch. That line is real supple. It casts really well. That's it right there. The Overwatch is what's on this GX reel from 7, and I was throwing that on a 7 it's the 7-foot 5-inch light lure, forward facing sonar light lure. It's a really light action rod. It's probably a medium light, fast is what I would say. I don't know if you can see but it's pretty soft. And with that short leader, I've had better luck with that short leader and more braid, but not straight braid. So I think that leader helps it cast a little bit. I think that the leader is a little bit more stealthy than the straight braid, and it just it's a system that works pretty well for me on the Wacky rig, because that Magic Worm, it sinks really slow, and so you twitch it, that thing sinks real slow. Twitch it. A lot of times you'll throw it over there, twitch it a couple times, you see a boil, you reel down, you set the hook. When I caught that 4 1/4, I threw it over there by a piece of cover, twitched it a couple times. I visually saw the fish come up and eat it and then go back down, and then I reeled it in. So didn't have the greatest finish, finished 58th. We gotta get some work done here on the next couple tournaments, but hope you enjoyed watching the little recap and seeing some of those fish catches. So drop it down there in the comments what I missed. I know some of the sight fish boys did really well. Probably should have done that a little bit more, but we're gonna get after it again. Going to keep raising autism awareness. You can buy the bracelets at missilebaits.com as always, and we donate 100% of those proceeds to the local autism center. And you know, my boy Brandon Polnick, he's been a longtime supporter of autism, and just a huge shout out to the entire Bassmaster field. They were all wearing autism awareness pins. I want to say thank you to everybody, and for Bassmaster to kind of giving us this platform to be able to promote autism awareness and autism acceptance. And hopefully that's where we get to here soon. I think we're getting there, but we're going to keep raising money for all autism charities all over the country, especially local ones, because that's where a lot of the work is done. So I appreciate everybody watching. Drop it down there if you got any comments, and we'll talk to you soon. Baby. Up here. To me.
magic worm, baby. Magic worm. Ha!
There he is. Yeah, they get mad, I guess. We take them away from them.
But I'm happy to have you.
Get in the cooler.
Yeah, so you're trying to get in the cooler.
Get out of my drink.
Some of that Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, whatever.
My wife.